in Tasmania, which, as I said, Tasmania is no longer that hard to get to historically. There is a mental gap. I think even amongst Australians, as you know, I say to people I know, you should come down. You know, and, I want to one day. And you're like, the statutory flight time on from Sydney to Melbourne is an hour and 30 minutes, right? From Sydney to Launceston is an hour 40 minutes. Like Launceston's the sort of airport you'd fly over that if the pilot forgot to put the brakes on when he was flying to Melbourne, you just kind of bounce straight across the Bass Strait. It's almost nothing. I you know, people seem incredulous that I almost fly in, fly out, and I can leave my house at 6 o'clock in the morning and be at my desk in the farm at 10 o'clock. And we're working in regional Tasmania, so it's not that hard. But having said that, it's really, really hard. Getting products from, for us, it costs as much to fly a product or transport a product from Hong Kong to Sydney as it does from Sydney to Tasmania. There's this Tassie tax. Everything is more expensive in terms of transport. It's just harder to do it.
Yeah.
And it's not a complaint about Tasmania. I love it to death, but it's the reality of the competitive environment. You have to work that bit harder. And again, the irony with Tasmania is you can't get there directly. There's a lot of talk, and I think in the next few years there'll be direct flights that come from Singapore, that come from mainland China. But right now, you can't actually get to Tasmania directly. Tasmania as a visitor destination is always going to be a +1. So you go to Sydney, and maybe Tasmania. You go to Melbourne. And that's the case with a lot of cities. Adelaide's not that dissimilar, but at least you can get there directly if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Perth is similar, but at least you can get there directly. Tasmania, you can't get there directly right now. Now that's a pro and a con. There's some benefits from that, which is only the people who want to go there tend to go there. And quite frankly, I'd encourage anyone to go there. I think Hobart in particular is probably the best capital city in Australia right now. It's just an absolute diamond. It's a jewel. It's got this vibe. It's such a positive place that you can try some of the best food, wine, and whiskey in the world. Because again, those raw materials, the products that you start with are so good that if you've got talent, you can create something that's just magical. And as I said, we regard ourselves as boutique in that sense, that sort of fringe of really interesting products. And someone once said it to me, and I kind of agree with them, which is, Tasmania will never be part of the food bowl, the World Food Bowl, but it might be part of the Gourmet Hamper. It's got that opportunity to do these amazing value add products that you can command a premium for. And I think that's a really luxurious space to be in. And full credit to Tasmania and the government. They're very, very protective of it. They're able to get fruit fly free, which is fantastic. They're able to get things like their cherries directly imported into China without any stops, and I think that's fantastic because again, it's such a clean and pristine environment.